I always found so long ago I'd never cry should you go. My tears won't fall, my heart won't break, no pain will come that I can't take. And I believe all these lies as the tears fall from my eyes. My heart I thought would never break, believing lies was my mistake. Now I won't cry.
Y ahora ya no lloraré
Once you're
cuando te hayas ido.
gone, and I won't feel
Mi corazón se curará.
so all alone.
Lágrimas se secarán.
My heart will mend.
Mi corazón ya no se
My
quebrará.
tears will dry.
mi llanto cesará.
My heart won't break.
Mi corazón se recuperará.
To say
Cuando me digas
goodbye.
adiós.
And I believe all my life as the tears fall from my eyes. My heart I thought would never break, believing lies was my mistake. And I believe all my life as the tears fall from my eyes. My heart I thought would never break, believing lies was my mistake. Believing lies was my mistake.
Usually when we don't have applause, it's because we have only performers in the room. But tonight we have enough of an audience that I give you permission, if you like it. You are, as long as it's not in the middle of a song. And we did have that once where somebody like screamed and drowned out the performer. But no, I remember who it was, and you're in the clear. So if we could maybe do, I think everybody has a microphone. So if we could just go one direction to the other and introduce yourselves, that would be great.
Go ahead, Loretta.
Virginia.
So it's Loretta. It's all this time I said Virginia, but
No, they just call me Little Loretta.
now, so is Crystal Gale your sister, or do you have a Peruvian Crystal Gale, or I want to know how that works.
Right?
Maybe just half the way, or
No, I'm from Lima, Peru. I'm Virginia Rosas, and happy to see you.
likewise, igualmente.
Igualmente, sí. Yeah, Todd and I, we go like a long time, We know each other from
You should stay
years.
for Todd's time capsule because we've known each other since about 1981. So,
Right? Yeah, he was a freshman in college when I met him.
but not in 1981.
Yeah.
I would have really. I couldn't have probably stood up high enough in the seat to see the teacher if that had been the case.
And he was so quiet. I never thought you'd be a DJ or anything.
When was I quiet?
When I first met you?
You didn't know me very well.
Well, probably not, but you didn't talk to many people.
My parents will be very interested to know I was so quiet.
You're doing him a favor there.
Yeah, they're probably listening, so they just found out for the first time when I did.
That's fun. I'm Brandy Shire. The lead vocalist is my mom. That's about all I got.
So you had an in.
I had an N, that's right. I cheated to get in.
She's from
That's how I
Denver,
do.
Colorado.
Yeah, I was born in Denver, yes.
And I'm Craig Rawson. I'm the co-founder and founder of the Champaign-Urbana Music Inspiration Awards. And I also came in here And with this group, we do traveling across the country. I'm from Urbana, Illinois, presently staying in Villa Grove.
Oh,
I'm Karen Shipley. I've been from here my whole life. I'm a local.
And I'm Paula Rossananino. Craig is my brother, my little brother. And I was born in Dallas, Texas.
so speaking of 1981, I think Dallas was a pretty big deal in 1981. So
I don't know. I have no idea.
we'll just go with that.
She was busy keeping Craig straight.
I never watched.
That's right.
My oldest little brother was born in San Antonio in 1981.
Now the show that I used to do after this was co-host a Texas music show, and so now you're having me think, gee, am I playing anything from Texas tonight? But back to you guys. First off, do you have any upcoming gigs that you would like to advertise? Because we can do that more than once during the hour.
Well, we've got, of course, this, and then on the first we're opening with Gabby Barrett, the American Idol third place finalist.
Which season is that?
Last year.
Okay, that answers
And
my
that's
question.
at the McLean County Fair.
All right.
And then after that, we've got Ag Days,
Okay.
and I said it properly.
Yes, you did.
Ag Days, which is actually run because it's no OAN, which is Original Artist Night by CU Bands and Fans.
All right.
Terry Miller Brown, Zach Widdop, and Eric Fran, great people to follow on Facebook. And then we're headed to
West
Virginia.
West Virginia. We're going to be going through Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania, doing a song, some John Denver songs in West Virginia live. And then we're going to be going through Virginia, and we're supposed to come back through Nashville and stop around the auditorium, the Ryman Auditorium.
So we're pretty lucky to get you tonight. You're not going to be available for a while.
For a while. And then after that, we're going to be going in the studio for a little bit, and then we'll be, I think it's Birmingham, Alabama after that, and then we'll be heading west after that towards Colorado.
Now, you mentioned social media and you mentioned upcoming gigs, but I don't think you gave out your social media. So how do people become your friend or look you up or book you?
There you go, Randy.
Go for it.
Yeah, that is
You can
not
get on
how this
Facebook
works.
with
But we
Interstate
do
Drifters.
have a Facebook page.
We have a Facebook page, it's Interstate Drifters. We also have a website that's interstatedrifters.com.
All one word, small, lowercase.
Do not attempt to become your friend by coming up and just singing to you, right?
Well, I mean, you can, but don't be afraid if we run away.
If you did hear me sing, you would run away.
If we heard my dad sing, we would run away also.
We should both not sing together.
Oh, and he's our roadie.
He's our roadie, Kevin Shipley.
He's the roadie for sure.
Everybody here for Kevin Shipley.
I need a T-shirt born to sell merch and not sing because.
Same. He needs that also.
Well, why don't I'm enjoying the conversation, but why don't you do maybe 2 in a row, just so I don't steal too much of your time, and then after that we can take it from there.
Okay.
I was standing by my window on one cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord? By and by, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
I said to the undertaker, please drive slow. For this lady you are carrying, so I hate to see her go.
Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
I went back home my home was lonesome since my mother, she was gone. All my brothers, sisters crying in a home so sad and alone. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awakened in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Nowhere.
Thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Sound down on this.
Nowhere.
Sound off on that. Silence is getting you nowhere with me. You're not getting away from me that easy. All you think of is having your party. I'm gonna teach you to think about me. You're nowhere without someone who cares. You're nowhere. So go on and treat me as if I am nothing. Keep this silence and soon you'll see you're nowhere. You're nowhere without someone who cares. You're nowhere. You're nowhere without someone who cares. You're nowhere.
Play, Cora.
Laugh and have fun, just doing your own thing. A day is coming when you will see you're nowhere. You're nowhere without someone who cares. You're nowhere. You're nowhere without someone who cares. You're nowhere. Nowhere.
That was two, right?
That was two.
I can count. My abacus is a little dusty, but it seemed like two. So I would ask you to identify those songs, but I think they sort of spoke for themselves. Maybe it'd be a good idea anyway. I don't like to assume too much, but I think the one that made the circle,
Will the
Will the
No,
Circle
it
Be
was-
Unbroken, was Will the Circle Be Unbroken.
Right.
So-
Yep, that's the way it is.
That,
The
that
first
song
way the cookie
The
crumbles.
first one that we did was called My Mistake.
Didn't
And
Nitty Gritty Dirt Band do that at one point?
No, I wrote it.
She wrote
Well, no, the other one.
Oh, Will the Circle?
Like
Yes.
everybody.
Yes, they do.
Oh, yeah.
I think
yeah.
my parents did that
Oh,
at one
yeah.
point.
Yeah.
They don't even sing. So.
That was actually a project that CU bands and fans did. Maybe
Okay.
Craig,
CUMA.
maybe Craig can explain about it.
Actually, let me just make a correction before I get an angry call. My mom actually is in a choir, so she does sing, and this is relatively new to me. But here I'm just saying my parents don't sing. That would be news to them. So
On Will the Circle Being Broken, we brought in 35 musicians from the local area, which was really fun. We did it down in Tracks by the Track Studio in Homer,
Wow.
Dean Walden. And we brought in 35 musicians, and we composed it and worked on it using the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band as a guide.
I'm glad I didn't just throw that randomly.
We had it. I had it marketed and I had it packaged, and the artwork was done by Winter Piguero.
Uh-huh.
She just got back from Texas, and Terry Miller Brown did a YouTube video with it,
Mhm.
and we have it on YouTube on the CUMA page and on CU Bands and Fans page. It was over a period of I think 3 to 4 months it took us to do it.
Now, you said this is for sale,
We don't sell it. We donate
but are there MP3s or CDs of it?
CDs of it. Yes, we.
Because
have.
I'm thinking this is something I'd play on my show if I had a
Um,
copy.
Actually, I can't remember the young lady's name. She used to be one of your announcers. We did an interview with her.
Mhm.
Mark Redmond, Winter Piguero, me, and Zach Whittip, and Terry Brown. And they played it on the show that day.
Oh, well,
And I dropped a copy off, but I will give you a couple more copies.
that would be wonderful because I'd like to play it next Monday.
So that means do it this week.
Well, or
Okay.
just, I mean, if it's
Which
after
means
you
you
get
have
back
to
from
stay
all your
on.
travels, I'll just have to wait. But
No, I can get it to you before
if
then.
I have it next Monday, I'll play it and I'll write WEFT on it and put it on the shelf where,
Okay.
you know, under penalty of jail time, people don't remove this or something like that.
But yeah, we donated all the money to help CU Bands and Fans help other bands.
Oh, great.
And because that helps them promote other bands and promote shows like this,
Yeah.
live shows and OAN, and it also helps themselves to promote themselves. So it was actually a community project that a lot of people got involved in, and that came out really well.
And I'm sort of sorry I'm just now finding out about it, but it's a nice surprise.
Yeah,
So
it really came out good. The artwork was really well. Winter Piguero did a great job on the artwork.
what's the name again?
Winter Piguero.
Okay. Just thought that deserved repeating because it's important.
And I sent it down to Florida to Bison Studios, the young lady named Linda, and she kept sending me copies. So there was a lot of stuff going on that people didn't see behind the scenes, through all the marketing, production, the arrangements, all the technical stuff.
See, this is good to hear because I think the scene used to be more visible downtown when there were more venues regularly booking bands and all. And so every time people have conversations with me and they talk about the scene not being as visible, or they say, well, it's all house shows now, this is something I like to not only know myself, but also have other people find out about so that they don't think people just stopped making music or it's all cover bands.
What
Or
was really cool is when the people came in, we had people that did heavy metal, and we had people that did rock, we had people that did rhythm and blues, we had people that did originals, soul, and I told them, I said, be you, but try to keep it traditional.
So, like We Are the World, but good.
Yeah, yeah, and it really came out real well, and pretty much everybody had a little bit of say-so in it, and we took pieces and bits of it and put it all together, and it came out really well.
And who originally masterminded this?
Me and Terry Brown, Terry
All
Miller Brown.
right.
I threw the idea at her, and she said yes. And when Terry Brown says yes, it's pretty loud, so we follow through with it.
Well, that sounds terrific. Thank you.
She's a great organizer. And then I approached Winter Piguero as my vocal director, and then I approached Mark Redmond as music director, and Dean Walden, a great technician. He had a lot to say on it. Our next project in planning is American Pie,
Oh,
under the same direction.
based on the Madonna version, right?
Yeah, there you go. And Mark Redden's going to be, again, the music director. Virginia's going to be the vocal director. Winter Piguero, I'm going to hope that she'll do the artwork and basically follow the same guidelines.
All right. Well, keep us abreast of these developments.
Yes, definitely.
And maybe when that one comes out, maybe I can also be a little faster to play that one.
If you can sing, you can come in and join us.
Again, you don't want that. My donation is not to spoil it.
Oh, yeah. Well, we also did I can't remember the name of the band that did it, but a bunch of us got together at
The Youngbloods.
The Youngbloods. We did a song, Get
Oh,
Together.
now, who originally did that?
I don't know.
We5.
We5?
I believe so.
You might
Really?
be right. You might
I
be
only
right.
knew it as the Youngbloods.
Well, they didn't have a hit with it.
But see, we changed it. We put a Spanish part in it because we
Oh,
had
wow.
Virginia.
Well, yeah, the album that has You Were On My Mind has, they don't even call it Get Together. I think it's called Let's Get Together because it was before it was called Get Together. But, well, this is,
We
had
did
Ron.
our own version.
We had Ron and Cindy Crawford. Cindy's in a
Wait.
band called Songbirds.
oh, not the Pepsi one.
No,
Okay.
no.
And we had Ron Crawford's with Broken Prairie and Whiskey River.
Uh-huh.
And pretty much the same thing, said, be you. And, of course, Cindy had been in the Nashville scene for years. It was like Porter Wagner and Dolly Parton.
Oh,
and
wow.
So that helped a lot. But, and my brother Gary Rawson, he came in and played guitar, and Mark Redmond and Gary Vicello.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dustin Danger threw some stuff in there, too.
I'm seeing his name so many places these
Oh,
days.
yeah.
It's funny because he's been on this show many times, but all of a sudden he's popping up in limos and things. So
We actually used his studio down in Oakwood, I think it was. And he did a lot of master technician stuff on it.
well, it sounds like he's doing an awful lot to help people. So
Oh, yeah, he does. He really does.
so thanks.
That was our creative moment.
Yes. Do you have enough that you can do 2 in a row again and not be run out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I come out here every 3 minutes, I feel like it's not your show. It's, Donahue or something. So
Well, Phil,
Well, yeah.
just saying.
I want to party.
okay.
Yeah.
And then
Whispering Sea.
Are we ready?
I'm going and I'm getting ready to dance. Come on, everybody, we got a chance to party like we want to. There's only one thing I gotta let you know. You can't hold me back, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna party all night long. Let's get the band playing, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna move my feet across the floor. Let's go. Let's get the band playing, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna move my feet across the floor. Let's go.
I'm ready to shake it a whole lot more. Get the band ready and I roll the floor. Don't want nobody a whole lot more. So if you wanna party, just come on now and get yourself ready without a doubt. Let's party tonight all night long.
Let's get the band playing, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna move my feet across the floor. Let's go. Let's get the band playing, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna move my feet across the floor. Let's go. Dilly.
Thank you. There's no rest if you dance with me. We're gonna boogie with the music till 2:45. Then we'll boogie on down the road. So if you wanna party, just come along and get yourself ready, 'cause the party's begun. Party hardy all night long.
Let's get the band playing, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna move my feet across the floor. Let's go. Let's get the band playing, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna move my feet across the floor. Let's go.
One more time.
Let's get the band playing, 'cause I'm ready to go. I wanna move my feet across the floor. Let's go.
Wow.
I'm going.
Whispering
She said, let's go.
We gone.
Apparently it's time to go.
I can't say no.
Peace out.
Oh, this is Paula's favorite song. Yes.
I sat down by the sea, and it whispered to me. It brought back an old love affair that used to be. It told me that you had found someone new and left me to cry over you. Whispering sea rolling by, now don't you listen to me cry. I cry so my heart has broken too. Oh, how I love him so, no one will ever know. No one but the drift and whisper sea. Well, I thought I'd left behind all his love, but I was blind. I should have known there was no use to pretend. I thought a new love I would find, and he'd never cross my mind. But the whispering sea, it talked to me. Whispering sea rolling by, now don't you listen to me cry. I cry so my heart is broken too. Oh, how I love him so, no one will ever know. No one but the drift and whisper sea. Whisper sea rolling by, now don't you listen to me cry. I cry so my heart is broken too. Oh, how I love him so, no one will ever know. No one but the drift and whisper sea. No one but the drift and whispering sea.
Oh, yeah, I just met them yesterday.
They picked me up on the way here.
and they got
And then
lost.
we immediately regretted it.
That's right. We're just
No,
waiting.
we've been together how long? 5 months?
Yeah, since March.
Yeah.
Well, some of us.
Yeah.
Right. Brandy's no newbie.
Brandy with a Y.
Brandy with
Brandy with
a
a Y.
Y.
Emphasis
Yeah.
on
Brandy with a
why.
Y.
What's on Shenandoah?
And
Super alcoholic all up in here. It's because my dad's drunk. Just saying.
I beat my poor strings up.
Yeah.
Says you.
Shenandoah.
Okay, what can we do that at?
That's what she does.
Okay,
Shenandoah.
We're going to do Old Shenandoah,
Yeah.
Shenandoah.
which will be done in Tennessee when we come back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and where's your little thingy?
Your harmonica.
We're in
Where's the
QT.
harmonica?
You bring us in, remember?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Back there. Go ahead.
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away, here rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away. I'm bound away across the wide Missouri.
Oh, Shenandoah, I love your daughter. Away, you rolling river. Forehead I cross, you roaming water. across the wide Missouri.
Oh, Shenandoah, I'm bound to leave you away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I'm bound to leave you away. I'm bound away, across the wide Missouri. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away, you rolling river. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you away. I'm bound away, across the wide Missouri.
Across the wide Missouri.
See you, bands and fans. See you, bands and fans. Yeah. Oh, here he comes.
Power walk.
You get plenty of exercise running back and forth.
Yes, yes. I'm actually very happy, and I was telling a few of my listeners that there is a song I've been trying to play on the radio, and it just got sent to me in a playable format for next hour, but it requires some processing. So, but I'm also enjoying listening to you, and I am eager to continue to. But also, I, as host, want to know if you need anything, if you want to talk about anything.
I can't think of anything right now.
Anything to say about Shenandoah that you didn't already, or?
Well, we're going to be doing Shenandoah down in, I believe it's going to be the Shenandoah Valley, Blue Ridge Mountains.
Mhm.
And I'm pretty sure it's going to be, we're going to try and do it live. I think when we get to Patsy Cline's place in Virginia and then on the way back, we're also going to be doing a song. Which one are we going to do? In the
For
crash,
what?
that's crash site?
Lonely Street.
Lonely
Yeah,
Street,
Street.
in honor of Patsy Cline, where the crash site is down there. We do YouTube videos, and we have people follow us all over the place. A gentleman named Greg House actually came up with the name Interstate Drifters
Mhm.
in a video conference while we were headed to Butcher Holler, Kentucky, because we got
He
lost.
pegged us the Interstate Drifters. He also wrote a song about our travels.
How and when? How long ago did you start building this fan base? Was it from prior projects, or?
No.
Just kinda
We've
like-
only been together about 5 months.
But you've just been traveling for 5 months, or?
No.
Well, we've been
No,
we
not
traveled. I think it was April
April,
20th,
yeah.
April 15th through the 20th or something like that.
And how many Facebook followers are you up to?
I have no idea.
That's not the only metric by which to measure it.
Yeah.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you guys are a pretty hot ticket already. So
Well, we're enjoying ourselves. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
And a
we
few
did-
of us are still involved in other areas.
Yeah.
Virginia, you want to tell them about your other band?
Oh yeah, I play with Timbaloo. It's a salsa band.
and
that's
you
all
said
she
it's.
has to say.
I think you said it's the only active salsa band in town right now.
It's the only one called salsa active band.
So you have to
Town.
catch them when they play.
Well, I remember there was a WEFT DJ over 10 years ago, and he had a band that was, at the time, billed as the only, I forget if it was merengue or it was something in the family of Latino, Caribbean, but I don't, even if it had been salsa, I think it might have been samba, actually.
Samba from Brazil.
Well, he was Cuban. but he still is. But
Well, we don't do samba, but samba has their origins more in Brazil. We do a lot of salsa, merengue, guaguancó, boogaloo.
well, what I'm thinking is, even if at the time that was the only band, if they're no longer active, the point is, I have only heard of 2 bands based in Champaign-Urbana ever actively doing any of those. Now, you said boogaloo, right?
Yeah.
I until a few years ago didn't actually, other than knowing the name, I didn't know much about it, and it was interesting to. Now, is that? Am I remembering right that it's a Hispanic genre that sort of was people in the New York area that were continuing it?
Yes, and actually, a lot of people mistake that origins of salsa. They always think that the salsa comes from a Latin American country. Actually, it was created here in New York.
Okay.
But with a lot of roots from Cuba and Puerto Rico.
Well, you probably know there was a song in the 60s, and I think it was called Boogaloo Down Broadway, and that's how I remember it's a New York thing, because...
Actually, I don't.
Well, it's if you like funkier mid to late 60s... Does anybody here know that, Boogaloo Down Broadway?
No.
I've heard it, but I don't remember it off the top of my head.
It's part of the same family as Funky Broadway, and actually there are people who like it. Van Morrison did a riff where he started using Funky Broadway kind of ironically and or facetiously, and because it got to be almost a cliche, like Funky Broadway and sweet soul music and some of that.
Also, we have 174 followers.
Okay. The way you were talking, I thought it might be, 1740 or
I think
17,000.
We've only had the Facebook page for approximately 3 to 4 weeks.
Well, you've got some of us
So-
beat, so.
So 174 is, I think, pretty good for that very short period of time.
And our
Right.
Yeah, I'm just talking about
Yeah.
Facebook
our followers are really cool.
Actually,
They
what
do.
kind of turned everybody on was, that was bad words, wasn't it? But anyway, we had done in the Country Museum,
Yeah.
we had decided, like, spur of the moment to do Will the Circle.
In
And I had
Statesville.
never heard it before.
Oh,
Statesville,
okay.
Kentucky.
And we just took about 15 minutes to kind of go through it. And I had to make them sing it so I could figure it out on the guitar. And we did it in this museum, and it just came out phenomenally.
Yeah, I had,
And so that's what really kind of started drawing people to us, is that we don't use a lot of instruments, we use our vocals.
Which would be the most mind-blowing thing for me, so.
oh, it was really cool. It's on Facebook somewhere, but
So I'd like to respond to each of you, if I may. Did you say Faceville, Kentucky?
Statesville.
Statesville. I just went through Faceville, Georgia for the first time ever, and I didn't think there was one in Kentucky, but I never looked. So, and it's funny to me, and I was talking on the radio last Wednesday, I think, that one of the rules of radio that we routinely break here is this idea that, if people don't recognize a song, they're going to turn away. And every song you've ever heard, at some point you heard it for the first time, and I don't understand making fun of people for not having heard of a song, or assuming that playing people a song for the first time is this jarring, scary experience, because Mary Had a Little Lamb, or every song at some point was new, and
Right.
I understand, but I've never heard any songs ever before.
Yeah.
Every song is new.
Stevie Ray Vaughan did Mary Had a Little Lamb. He actually did. He actually recorded Mary Had a Little Lamb in his way, though.
wasn't that one of the first things that was recorded, period? Or am I...
Might have been.
I think it was either one of the first telegraph or phone calls or some one of those. I'm using the wrong word, but I was thinking
Recorded.
one of those guys, Morse or Edison. It was there was the Watson Come Here, and there was Mary Had a Little Lamb. I thought so. I don't want anybody to go on Jeopardy and answer these things I'm saying without looking them up and verifying. But all right.
Well,
so,
now on August 3rd, when we play at Villa Grove for Ag Days, those are all original songs that we're
Okay.
doing. That's all we're doing, is when there's no covers.
Oh,
on
and
that
I do
day.
want to be clear. I said something about cover bands earlier, and it was not meant to be anything. What I also try to keep in mind is, for a lot of people, the cover band pays for the original stuff. But I was trying to stress that if we have, say, a Jimmy Buffett cover band, for instance, 10,000 people come downtown and they say, "There's finally a concert," and it's like, well, we have concerts other times too. It's just not necessarily something that you can sing along to every word.
They
But
have some phenomenal musicians going to the Ag Days, playing at the Ag Days also. It's Friday and Saturday. They have Greg House. They have Ashley Shields, which she's
David
really
Woolridge.
good. David Woolridge.
Jonathan Perch.
You guys know David
Yeah,
Woolridge.
mid-October is coming.
Mid-October with
Yeah.
Jonathan Ray Parrish
What,
and
Garrett
Teresa
and the
Brown.
Geezers?
Garrett and the Geezers. Us. We're opening
Who are
up Saturday at 4 o'clock.
all right.
Not a.m.
So come join us.
Yeah, come join us.
All right.
to see us.
Would you mind doing 2 or 3 now, and then before we talk one last time and do the encore?
Sure.
I just want to make sure I'm not ditching you.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're not.
He
You're
says,
not. These are
and
nice.
peace him out.
Okay. Well, I'll be back. 5, 6 till, and we can sort of sum up. And I don't want it to be over, but I also don't want your camera to run out. So.
Okay.
Well, the next song we're going to do is actually geared towards CU bands and fans. Oh, great. Yeah, a friend of mine, Gary, well, actually, their brother, Gary Russin, and I wrote this song for that organization. It's called CU Bands and Fans. If you want to know a place to go to see a live entertainment show, and you're poking around Central Illinois, look up CU Bands and Fans for the latest shows and bands. You'll never miss out on the weekend party plans.
CU bands and fans, musicians will understand. They bring us all together across the prairie lands. CU bands and fans, that's how I make my weekend plans. If you wanna be smart and play your part, just look up CU bands and fans.
Zach would have been Miller Brown. Travel all around, take pictures and recordings of the music in this town. Giving credit where credit's due, in the paper or on YouTube. If your crowd's getting bigger, just know it's CU Bands and Fans.
CU bands and fans, musicians will understand. They bring us all together across the prairie lands. CU bands and fans, that's how I make my weekend plans. If you wanna be smart and play your part, just look up CU bands and fans. CU bands and fans, musicians will understand. They bring us all together across the prairie lands. CU bands and fans, that's how I make my weekend plans. If you wanna be smart and play your part, just look up CU bands and fans. If you wanna be smart and play your part, just look up CU bands and fans.
Rising Sun.
No. The next song we're going to do is one I wrote a few months back. There was a loss of my brother, and Paula's going to help me with it to make sure I can get through it. You ready? How do I pick up the pieces? How do I carry on? Nothing said can mend my heart. You were my rising sun. We grew together laughing. We were so much the same. Now there's a void that can't be filled. Now there's only pain.
I'd give my life for one more day to see you smile, to see you laugh, to see you run. You were my rising sun. you stay. Your heart just stopped beating, and mine was broke that day. My heart longs to hear your voice, feel your touch again. Your smile made my days light. You were my rising sun. I'd give my life for one more day, to see you smile, to see you laugh, to see you run. You were my rising sun. I'd give my life for one more day, to see you smile, to see you laugh, to see you run. You were my rising sun. I lost my rising sun.
Sweet music.
Sure.
Sweet music.
Sure, Eddie.
If I can remember.
I don't know why you want to shred Eddie.
Shred
Yeah.
Eddie. Where does Eddie come from?
I don't know, but apparently he's been shredded.
Yeah, okay.
The next one we're going to do is also an original. It was wrote by their brother and me. We were down in the Mississippi, and it just kind of came to us. There's a funny story to it, but I don't want to embarrass my husband, so I won't do that. But anyway,
Because he's
so
here.
he has no rhythm. Remember that. Anyway, but it's called Sweet Music, and it really, in a lot of ways, explains me and how I feel towards music. And so it's called Sweet Music.
Sweet.
I was waiting in the darkness for something to save my soul. Nighttime all around me, nowhere to go. In the cold of my loneliness, I heard a simple song. It warmed my heart and helped me go on. Sweet music flooded my soul, and suddenly I was home. I remember when you saved me and set my heart free. With the sweet sound of music, my guitar and me. My blood runs through me with every note I play. And every song I sing is like a brand new day. Because of sweet music, the darkness is gone. For once in my life, I finally belong. Sweet music flooded my soul, and suddenly I was home. I remember when you saved me and set my heart free. With the
the sweet sound of music, my guitar and me. With the sweet sound of music, my guitar and me.
What now? What do we want to do now?
We are.
Do you want to do goodbyes? I could do goodbyes with you, but
Okay.
Goodbyes, okay.
I could do
Okay.
goodbyes.
Do you want to do that? Sure. This is also a song that I wrote. It's called "Goodbyes Are Hard to Say." When my band a while back split up, they were in the service, so they were like sent everywhere, all over the world, and they were more like family to me than anybody. And so I wrote this song. It's called "Goodbyes Are Hard to Say."
Is this the last one, or is there one more?
There'll be more.
Okay, good.
Anyway, this is dedicated to the members of Country Shadows Band. As we say goodbye, don't let me see you cry. Just turn away from my eyes. Now turn around and walk away, 'cause goodbyes are so hard to say. But tell me, when will the hurt go away? Will my broken heart mend someday? And when will my tears start to dry from my eyes? When will the sun shine my way? We won't say goodbye. The tears won't come from our eyes. We'll turn and walk out of the door. We won't turn around. We won't make a sound, for goodbyes are too hard to say. But tell me, when will the hurt go away? Will my broken heart mend someday? And when will my tears start to dry from my eyes? When will the sun shine my way? You just go and don't worry, I will be alright. Someday my darkness will be light. I know one thing I wanna say to you. In my heart, there's a place just for you. But tell me, when will the hurt go away? Will my broken heart mend someday? And when will my tears start to dry from my eyes? Thank you. I almost started bawling in the middle of it.
Yeah, I felt really indelicate asking if it was your last song when you had a heartfelt story about it. I just wanted to make sure you didn't get done and we didn't have, we
Yeah.
had dead air or something. So, so now would be a great time to just recap anything and then play one more song and try to finish up as close to 11 o'clock as possible. So.
Okay, we have August 1st, McLean County Fair with Gabby Barrett opening for her. And
Now, I assume to get into the fairgrounds, there's some kind of procedure. Is it open admission once you're inside the fairgrounds? Is that how it works?
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't want to, we
You got the words?
held for that.
We aren't supposed to give out exact cover prices, but I would hate for people to get there and not have brought their ID or their wallet or something. So.
And then August 3rd, we're playing See You Bands and Fans Original Artist Night at the Villa Grove Ag Days. We go on at 4. There's the Greg House. There's Jonathan Ray Parrish. There's Denny Ellis. There's Ashley Shields. There's a big show. You can find that on See You Bands and Fans Facebook page.
No.
Zach Widdip posts things every morning on what's going on that day. If you need to know anything more about it, get on See You Bands and Fans and follow them and give them a like and give them a good review.
And now they're only on Facebook, right?
No, they're on Twitter, they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram.
I just learned something.
I think they're probably in the halls of Congress, more than likely. I wouldn't doubt it.
You'd be amazed when you're anywhere, WEFT or where, people say, oh, I don't have Google or I don't have Yahoo, and it can shut down a conversation. But if you say, oh, they're also on Instagram or Snapchat or Friendster.
If there's a show going on somewhere, chances are somehow they're there.
I like to have an alternate route of reaching people who only do, postcards or snail mail or telegraph or whatever. So it's all media, right?
Yep.
Okay. We should just say your name one more time.
Okay.
Interstate Drifters.
Yep.
WEFT Sessions, WEFT 90.1 FM. I want to thank all 5 of you for being here. Actually, all of you for being here, including roadies, groupies, managers, friends, neighbors, lovers,
You're slowing his head.
countrymen.
He's never going to fit through the door.
So just one more song from these guys, and then an entire hour of songs from 1981. Hope you can stay up with me. If you can't, I'll give a recap, but stay tuned.
We'll be doing Coal Miner's Daughter, which we did down at Loretta Lynn's. Butcher Hollow did this in April. And we did this one. Yeah, we did this at the Council Coal Mine.
Well, I was born a coal miner's daughter in a cabin on a hill in Butcher Holler. We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing that Daddy made sure of. He shoveled coal to make a poor man's dollar. My daddy worked all night in the Vanderbilt coal mines, all day long in a field of hoeing corn. Mama rocked the babies at night and read the Bible by the coal oil light, and everything would start all over from break of morn.
Daddy loved and raced kids on a miner's pay. Mommy scrubbed our clothes on the washboard every day. Well, I've seen her fingers bleed to complain. There was no need. She'd smile in Mommy's understanding way. In the summertime, we didn't have shoes to wear, but in the wintertime, we'd all get a brand new pair. From a mill or a cabin log, money made from selling a hog. Daddy always managed to get the money somewhere. Yeah,
was high, and I was late, 'cause we were tired. I never thought of ever leaving Ulchar Holler. Well, a lot of things have changed since way back then, and it feels so good to be back home again. Nothing strange about the floor. No one lives here anymore, except the memories of a gold miner's daughter.
Thank you very much. Follow us on Facebook, and we have a webpage, interstatedrifters.com.